Hello, everyone. Hello, faculty members. Welcome to Fall 2017. Can't believe it's already here. Summer has just been going by so fast. So, welcome back. And for the new faculty members, welcome to the program. I'm working with you on a little bit independent track as you develop your courses, but I thought I would send this kind of this welcome message out to you as well because it's some of the steps that you'll be doing anyway with your new courses. So, for the new faculty members that are starting, we'll still keep on working together. For all of you who are coming back, the existing faculty members who are coming back this fall, again, welcome back. Some of you have courses running in the first 8 weeks. Some of you have courses running in the second 8 weeks, which you have a little bit more time. We won't see you until October, but a little bit more of a break there. But I know some of you are starting right away. Remember that the first 8 weeks of fall starts August 21st. So for those of you running in that first 8 weeks, make sure you are in it in your course by then. So what's been going on this summer? The biggest thing has been our LMS change. I know for those of you that have been with me for a while, we've been talking about the LMS or the learning management system that's going to be changing from Canvas Brightspace D2L from D2L Brightspace to the new LMS, a new product called Canvas. So I really like Canvas. I've been playing with it for about the past month. I think you're going to like it too. But obviously, there's some change involved there as we go from one to another. So, what do you need to do to get ready for your course? Your course starts in we got about 3, 4 weeks before those first 8 week courses start on August 21st. So, what do you need to do? Well, here's what you need to do to get prepped. The first thing is to make sure that you can get into your class. You can take a look and get into that class. So you will want to make sure that you have your login credentials all set and squared away to sign on to Canvas. Now, those login credentials should have been sent to you, so they're probably sitting in your college email. So sift through it, see if you can find them. Because I know many of you don't check your email while you're not teaching, which is totally okay. I really don't expect you to check your college email when you're not teaching, but it should be sitting in there. So take a look at that. It would have come from our distance education folks. Christy Brock or Dan French would have pushed those out. Let's say you can't find them. What do you do? Well, you're going to try to sign on with your old Brightspace credentials. Those may work. In my case, my credentials actually changed. For other people, they didn't. So that may work for you. So try that. If that doesn't work after the first attempt, don't get yourself locked out. Then if that doesn't work, do email distance education. I'll give you Dan or Christy's email. Email them. They'll send you back out your credentials, your sign on, your ID, and your password to sign on to Canvas. Once you sign on to Canvas, you'll see a couple of things. You'll see some acceptance waiting for you, some courses that you need to accept. One of them will be the course that you're teaching. So you'll click on that and then poof, your course will appear. The other one will be your faculty orientation to Canvas. You'll click on that, poof, it will appear. The Canvas orientation for faculty is a great place to start. So please do start with that. If you're like, I'm lost, I don't know what to do with this new LMS, this will guide you through the process and make it very digestible for you. I think it took me about 2 hours to complete the whole thing. It's a series of small videos, about 5 minutes each. You might be able to do it faster than me, but do set aside some time to run through that Canvas training. Once you do that, then you will want to go into your course and check it out because you'll have the skills at that point to kind of navigate the course and actually start doing some editing and changing. So what we've done over the summer is that obviously we have this information sitting in Brightspace, your course, and we've got this new system, Canvas. Well, we've transferred that information into there and mapped it all over. So hopefully we got the map correctly. You can fault me because I was the one that mapped it out, told the distance ed folks which course to put into there. I picked the last version of the course that you taught to be copied into the course that you're teaching now. So hopefully you open it up and it looks somewhat familiar to you. It should be all that old information. just as you ran the course previously in a little bit different visual format. But you'll want to go through there and start, tweaking some things up as you kind of audit that course. And we'll jump into a course in a moment, and I'll show you some of the things that you'll see that might be to call your attention to start auditing. So there's your first couple of steps. One, make sure you can log on to Canvas because that's where you're going to be teaching. And two, make sure that you've taken the Canvas orientation. Three, and then start tweaking up your course, making sure that it looks right. I know some of you have already jumped in it already, kind of ahead of the game, and started seeing some slight differences. Because when we mapped it over from copying it from one system to another, obviously there could be some errors on how things were um, as far as things were translated into the new Canvas system. Again, I really like Canvas. I think you're going to like it too. We just got to get over this learning curve. But the good news is learning curve is actually very minimal compared to um, Brightspace D2L, which I thought had a lot under the hood, but can be really complicated to kind of navigate. So I think you're going to like Brightspace. All right, so there's as I check my checklist here, you're going to do your Canvas training. You're going to audit your course. Make sure you're working on your syllabus as well. For most of us, that just means changing dates, making sure you got the dates in there correct. If you're changing some assignments or whatnot, make sure that you have your syllabus audited. You will want to compose your email welcome letter. That could be very simple or lengthy, whatever you want, but do push out that email letter to your students, welcoming them to your class at least a week before the class starts. And also, you want to have the syllabus attached to that for those go-getters who want to look at that syllabus and read your syllabus before the class starts. And there's always that 10% that will actually do it. So don't be despondent. Yes, 90% won't read the syllabus, but there's that 10%, and we got to do it for that 10%. And then remember to record your welcome video. So all of our courses usually have a little like this little welcome video that you're going to embed in your course. If you're not savvy with some technical issues with that, don't worry. I'm going to be pushing out another video this week that will help you. I have signed up for all of us to get screencast-o-matic.com for free. There's a little subscription price on my side, but I have up to 10 users, 10 computers. So I'll be sending that link out to you so you can go ahead and sign up for that. I'll include that link with this email, but a tutorial on how to do it. If you need a tutorial, it's pretty easy to use, but I will push out a tutorial for you to kind of show you how you can shoot videos, how you can shoot lectures, for those of you that might need that help. I don't know if I mentioned it in the beginning of this video, but we do have some people brand new, so welcome brand new faculty members to the program. And of course, we've got some veterans who've been teaching here for a few years. So we've got sort of a mixed bag of experience of folks out there. So I will send out that video later on this week. All right, that is pretty much it. I don't want to overwhelm you too much, but remember, Canvas training, audit your course, get your syllabus done, get your welcome letter ready to go, and send that out a week before your class launch, and then get your your welcome letter ready to go, and then your welcome video that you'll embed actually in your course. All right, well, let's take a look at one of these Canvas courses that I've been talking about, and show you some things that I'm right now. I'm editing some of my courses and fixing up because they kind of translated over a little bit different. So let's take a look at some of these courses and what you probably will want to see. I'm going to move this over here. This is the Canvas environment, really kind of cool the way it works. And everything is accessed through this dashboard button right here. And I have a lot of, we call them cards. We have a lot of cards. It's kind of cool. Each card is a class. Some have pretty pictures, which you can edit the picture and you can put stuff in there. Don't worry about that piece so much. It's more of a pretty thing to have. You don't not a necessary thing to have. We'll probably have some uniform card pictures, some graphics or whatnot in the future for the courses. But let's just say, and as I'm here, just to kind of draw your attention, my dream is this faculty resources. So we have a faculty resource area for you that I hope to get developed over the next semester or two as time allows. So I know that is something I personally need to address with you is faculty development. and we'll get it. I'll get to it to the best as possible. But that is my hope, is to have that resource center up for you. So stay tuned on that. I've got a course and I'm sticking stuff in it, but it's not ready for you yet. So stay tuned. Be a repository of general information that you can use. Down here, again, I have a lot of cards, a lot of which are courses. You'll find this Canvas training in there that will auto-populate sort of once you accept, and once you log in to Canvas and accept that course, that will auto-populate. Okay, so let's take a look at some of these courses, some of the things to draw your attention to. I think I am going to I'll pick on Shirley's course only because I saw that earlier. So with Shirley's course, again, this is kind of the raw import that was dumped into the course from the last time that she taught. This is a generic welcome page. So obviously, your instructor is not going to be Dr. Albert Einstein. You will want to kind of fill in, edit those areas with your information that you've used, over the years, in kind of editing that welcome page out. This would also be a good spot. Select this link to see my introduction video. Again, this is only, make sure you read it. Kind of, we've got some placeholders in there. So that's where you're going to drop your welcome video in there. Hi, welcome to the course. We're going to be learning about, healthcare information systems over the next 8 weeks. And let's talk a little bit about the blah, 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 and the learning outcomes, and maybe do a quick syllabus walkthrough. And 8 minutes later, you're done. Okay, so that's where you're going to put your introduction video. So that's some of the things that you'll want to edit. You'll see that there might be some other little glitches as you look at the individual modules. So do go in there and fix those glitches. You will be able to, with the Canvas training, pretty much fix all this stuff yourself. If there is anything that kind of looks a little wonky. If you don't know how to approach it, again, contact Distance Ed. Their information is below. Same folks you're going to contact if you can't find your login information for Canvas. Contact Distance Education, either Dan or Christy, and they will help you with that. Just remember, as we get closer to August 21st, it's going to get more crazy. Right now, the faculty, our full-time faculty, are not back yet. So you can get a lot of personal attention. When the full-time faculty come back and they start looking at their courses, I think Dan and Christy are already kind of super busy, but they'll be really, really busy at that point. So sooner rather than later. All right, and then just a last thing to kind of draw your attention to. You'll learn more about this in the Canvas training, but we have these navigation buttons on the side. We are going to have a uniform navigation feel over here. Don't worry about that yet. I'll probably go in and tweak up those courses. Some of these will be hidden from view, but it won't affect the running of your course. We're all going to use the same standard, about 9 things. But there's more bells and whistles in here than most students will need, most classes will need, and we're going to hide those from their view, which we can do. You'll learn about it in the Canvas training. I'll go in when I do my final audit on the courses before they launch. I'll go in there and I might change. You're going to see if necessary, I'll change that navigation to our standard navigation that we'll have throughout all of our HCA courses. Again, it won't hurt anything unless you're doing something totally creative I didn't know about, which you're probably not. You're just going to take your existing courses, make sure they look clean, and then go with that. In the future, so there is, I'll talk a little bit about the future. In the future, we are looking at a new way for students to do presentations. So here's what happened over the summer. We got very short notice on it, but Present Me has gone out of business. So there we go. We have no Present Me available. But the good news is within Canvas, there is a built-in presentation software. It's great. I played with it. It looks really good. I think it will fit our need for the most part. There's only one little issue with it, is that it only keeps videos for 14 days and then they poof, disappear. So let's say if we have a student making a presentation and other students are watching it, we got to make sure that is completed, graded, watched, peer feedback, whatever, within that 14-day window. So we just need to be careful about that piece. So I think we can do that. Now we might, of course, if we pay more money, we can get more time. We might be opting for additional length of time on that. Right now, that hasn't been done. So we do have that ability as right now without spending an extra dime for students to do embedded videos within your course for presentations that works really simple and clean. That's out there. That is under one of the sort of the secret feature tabs that we have in here called conferences. So under that conference tab, that's available. For those of you that have used PresentMe, um, let's work together. We're probably going to have to use that conference feature within your course. Um, all kind of new for us. So let's talk about that. If you were using heavily PresentMe, we're going to have to roll the conferences out this semester. So keep that in mind. Remember, we only have 14 days of availability of anything recorded in conferences. But there is, again, the good news is this is incorporated into Canvas. We don't have to send somebody out to the web to grab PresentMe or MoveNote or some other presentation software. It's embedded right into the LMS, which is really cool. All right, so we've got that little nuance in there, and again, I talked a little bit about the navigation, how we might be changing that to a more unified, where all the buttons here on the side will look the same for every course, at least for the HCA perspective, and then we'll try to push it out to the rest of the college, so students have kind of a cohesive experience in all of our courses. All right, so that's a little bit about that, a little bit about the future. And I began remembering PresentMe. We just kind of found that out about 4 weeks ago that they're no longer in existence. That may throw some of us for a loop that are using PresentMe. But again, let's use the conferences this fall and cross our fingers. And I think it's going to work. I think it's going to work really well. All right, so that concludes my welcome back video. Welcome again to the fall semester 2018. I think we got a lot of positive changes here with with the new LMS and other things that are happening here at the school. So it's a great time. But again, I know learning something new can be a little hectic and nerve-wracking, with the new LMS, especially if we just got used to Brightspace. So I was a wannabe expert in Brightspace, so I could pretty much do whatever I wanted to or needed to do within Brightspace. And you could call upon me at any time to do that, and I could fix a problem for you weekends, evenings, whatever. Not so much with Canvas yet. I'm still learning and figuring out how things work on the back end. But you can still use me as a resource. Again, I may not have the answers like I always did, but in time, I'm sure I'll get better with it. It is very intuitive, but haven't quite figured out all of the nuances myself. So, but I'm still there for you. If you need me from a technical aspect, use me as your backup. Um, use the primary contact though will be Dan or Christy because I know they're going to be able to solve your problem. They've been deeply embedded in Canvas over the past 2 semesters as it's been getting ready to go, so they can definitely answer your questions. Some of you have actually piloted Canvas and are probably much better versed in it than myself because you've actually run our early pilot courses in Canvas and have probably a very good feel of how it works. But invariably, there will be some bumps in the road as we gonna go through this. So I'm there for you. And remember too that I'm always there, especially that's from the technical aspect. But as you're running through your courses and any student issues or issues with the material or with the delivery, please contact me. I want to know about that. Again, we've been working together quite a while. For some of you, for the new ones, for new faculty members, please do not hesitate to contact me. For all of you, the best way to contact me is through text message. I will leave my phone number there below, and then we can connect. And that is on the evenings and the weekends and the days, because I know that you guys are teaching primarily evenings and weekends. And hey, that's what it's all about. So, you're there to support our students. I want to be there to support you. If for some reason I'm, you know, indisposed, driving with the kids, or stuck somewhere where I can't get to a laptop, I'll let you know as quickly as possible. All right, that concludes my welcome back for fall 2017. Again, looking very excited to this semester, and thank you so much for watching.